Well, Brian, good to catch up. A day of front row announcements that follows other front row announcements on Monday. A lot of continuity in your position moving forward next season. Was there any decision in your mind to be making it a second season here at Bedford Blues?
No, it's been a pretty easy decision for me, really. It's been a great first season. I think it's everything that I was looking for coming to Bedford Blues, playing regular game time rugby, getting a lot of training reps and everything, and it's been a really enjoyable season for me, to be honest. Made some great friends already the first year, and I think it's a group, a really close group, and it's been an easy decision for me. So delighted with it. Yeah.
We spoke 12 months ago, actually, on a similar Zoom call to this, actually. And you spoke about that importance of trying to come to Bedford to play a lot of rugby. Frustration, it would be fair to say, at Gloucester in terms of game time. I think, bar an injury that I think cost you two or three games, you were in the squad every other game. In that sense, it was everything you wanted it to be.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's been brilliant, and it's been brilliant for me, my own personal development in my rugby. I think you can't beat games, and even the way we train, it's real high intensity, and it's all game specific and focused. So it's been a great season for me. I think I've learned a lot about myself playing regularly, and it's been being involved and having good front rows around me to be learning from each other. And we're front row unit. We're all tight together. We get on really well, and I think playing week in week out, like there can't be any complaints. It's been really enjoyable for me. So, been delighted. Yeah.
And in terms of the whole sort of move into Bedford, you actually had it probably easier than some players would when you come across. You actually knew quite a few of the squad as well. That must have helped that transition. It made almost the rugby a lot easier, so you could crack on right from the start rather than spend like the first 6 weeks trying to learn people's names.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it definitely helped that I had the lads there like Joey, Sean. There's always familiar faces in rugby. You pick up, you kind of meet people along the way, and there's always that connection and friendships where you meet again. But I also had Joe Howard. I think it's been great, like that I knew people coming in. But I think the real testament was the group itself, and even the coaches and the people in the club of Bedford. Like everyone was so welcoming, and I think it made it a lot easier for me where I didn't have that kind of cold period where I was trying to transition, getting to know everyone. It was a real welcoming club from the start, and players and everything. We got to know each other very fast, and I think that's a big thing Mikey has got with us is we're all really close and everyone gets on so well. So like there was no complaints there. Like I felt real comfortable, and as I said, like I've made some great friendships already this season. So no, it's been brilliant. Yeah.
We speak about the continuity. Again, it's a theme. It has been actually for 3 or 4 years now. Because of that, what does that mean that our targets and ambitions are next season? Because we've got the majority of the players are sticking around. We finished fourth. What do we need to try and do next season?
Um, yeah, I think like last year we had high expectations and everything, and we kind of spoke to the group at the start of the year where we wanted to be. And, I thought us finishing fourth in a real competitive league this year, there's been some really good teams and really competitive games, but we started off the season this year so well and everything. And then we kind of had a blip coming up to Christmas, and we lost a few games after Christmas. But I think it was a testament to the group, like sticking together and finding results in those tough games, like, that Doncaster games, stuff like that. Like some results went our way and they didn't go our way. But I think like as a group and everything, like we have a lot to be excited for next season. Like the foundation of the team, most people are still staying on and everything, and we've built some great connections. And I think it should be an exciting year, and I don't see why we shouldn't do better than we've done this year for next year. So it's really exciting, and I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Talk about that excitement. The one thing that we have got in our favour next year is that we've got Tom Cruise coming in as forwards coach, not specifically your position as such, but part of the front row union in his career, 200 games in the Premiership. I'm sure you've already looked at him and know all his stats. How excited are you to be working with somebody like him? Because now all of a sudden you've not just got Mike as the experienced coach, you've got Tom Cruise's young in his coaching development, but an unbelievable experience for you to learn off a fellow front row forward as well.
Exactly, yeah. That's a real positive for us as a group. Like someone like Tom with his experience and even kind of the teams he's played or what he's done in his career, and especially as a front row unit, like having someone coming down and being able to ask him questions, and like him just finishing his own career but having so much knowledge and everything, it's going to really boost us, especially as a forwards unit. We're going to get boosted from his expertise, and for me personally, it'll be great to be able to get his knowledge and just kind of dip into his brain about the front row. Because he's so much experience and such a great career that it's really exciting for us as a group to have someone like him to come down and be involved. So no, I'm really, really looking forward to it. And yeah, it's real positive.
Let's talk just briefly about Goldenton Road to finish your debut campaign. Happens to be the first one that we average over 3,000 supporters through the gates. You've had it pretty easy in terms of running out every week in front of large crowds. One try for you at Goldenton Road as well, in probably the spectacle of the season. If you don't score, Louis doesn't drop that drop goal. I'm sure you reminded him a lot about that during the game. Just talk to us about how special Goldenton Road was for you last season in your debut campaign. Big crowds, big wins, and some unbelievable memories.
Oh yeah, it's unbelievable. I can't get over it, to be honest. When I was coming to the club and speaking to Sean and Joey and everything about, when you're doing those pre-season days and the training gets tough and everything, they're all reminding me that Goldenton Road and how special it is and the home games and the crowds and everything. But I actually couldn't really get over how much of a crowd and how passionate people are about Bedford. And the my family came over for my first game last year against Northampton, and even they couldn't get over. It's a real rugby place and a real welcoming place for even my family and everything. And it's a special time, when you get to run out in those home games. It really matters because those tough games, they give you that push, and even after the game, then catching up with people, having a beer and everything. It's a real great place, and I've loved every single game I've played there, and looking forward to it again next season.
Yes, great, Bryan, to have you on the journey with us again in 2024-25. We'll let you get on with your evening. 2 weeks to go until we see you back in pre-season. Rest up, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks' time.